What's up, guys and girls? This is James at Locking the Valley and Copy My Crypto, talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. Finally, there's a recovery. This is the second time in like the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks that there's been a brutal bleed, and it's recovered. And I'm going to get into that in a second. In fact, I'll get into that now. I literally said yesterday, I did a video and I said this exact thing, that there's going to be market manipulation, and I said at this point right here, 10:30 in the video, there's going to be big moves. They're lining things up, and there's going to be a lot of big moves over the course of the next 24 hours in particular, I think, and the next 24 hours in particular, if you couldn't hear that. The next 24 hours. And that was all I was saying, was there were big institutions lining up, ready and waiting for this. And it's happened. Like, we've seen the recovery. It may be stagnated. It may not complete. I'm recording this at 3 o'clock. It may well, I'll probably end up getting this up at about 7 o'clock, right? But even then, even if the market pulls back, it's just the steps that's occurring in this market. You know, big institutions line up to invest. It's that simple. They're just preparing themselves for bearish moments to do huge investments. Yeah. Anyway, guys, these are the first 26 coins I've spoken about on the channel. These are all the ones I thought would do well, the ones I thought would smash it. If you'd invested $100 into each one, you would net a profit of $36,700. What I'll point out, Phantom, the reason that's highlighted, I did a Udemy course saying I thought it was going to be one of the best investments of the year. It's up 74x right now. In February, it was up 168x. I still expect it to recover to that point, by the way. But that was one of the calls I made. I also pointed out YAM was going to crash, and it did crash. So just watch out, guys. You've got to make sure you're doing your research, make sure you're checking stuff out. If you're not, check out Copy My Crypto. On Copy My Crypto, I share my live portfolio. What I do with my live portfolio is have the most balanced portfolio I can. So even when we have like a 4-week period where we have 2 hugely bearish days or like weekends, my portfolio was up. My portfolio was up. And I don't know a single person that's portfolio was up in the last 6 weeks, right? And it's because it's balanced in a sensible way. And because of that balance, it allows me to highlight high risk opportunities. And there's one I think I've found. It will probably be, I'll probably be announcing it on the channel within the next few days. And I think it could run really, really well. Even short term, we could get 2, 3, 4x. So if you're not a member of Copy My Crypto, go onto the website and have a look. See the success stories. Worth you checking out. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. I want to talk about staking. Staking is an awesome way of earning some passive income, and fundamentally, there's a really easy to use website just called Staking Rewards. It allows you to see the best returns on investment. So the homepage just tells you top 10 crypto assets by staked value, as in the amount of money staked, right? But Cardano, Polkadot, Solana, you know, the top 10, right? But beyond that, if you click on crypto assets, you can then see all of the coins. And I've just ordered it by reward. So you can see the rewards you're getting. Now, I will point out some of the higher ones, not necessarily great. Carteezy, by the way, very good coin. Very good coin. Underrated, right? Good layer 2 solution coin. Okay, but 100% reward in staking. PancakeSwap, 94.08%, right? Chainx, really undervalued, really, considering it may well end up being a Polkadot parachain, right? But it's trying to bring in Bitcoin as onto the Polkadot ecosystem. So the same way Ren does, right? So Chainx, but great returns. DeFi chain. But, you know, have a look through this actual system and you can see the staking rewards. One thing that drew Phantom before I read into all of it was the staking rewards are very, very high. But then I looked into it and I'm like, holy crap, just the DAG network alone is exceptional. And then, you know, within the year, and Andrei Kronyi was advisor and stuff. But yeah, staking rewards is such an easy way for you guys to make passive income on your holdings. And Binance has a great sort of list for that. But you can do it on KuCoin. Like pretty much every centralized exchange has that going. And even if you're not on a centralized exchange, or you know, there are alternative solutions for that. So Celsius Network's a very good one to earn some, but you're not going to earn anywhere close to the percentages you want. But if you're sort of, because of where you live, you can't necessarily stake certain elements, then something like Celsius Network is quite useful. There's others as well, BlockFi, but that's mainly for Bitcoin and Ethereum. But worth checking out, because everything you do with your money has to make you more money, right? Why does anyone put money in their bank? Initially, like before all the shit that's happened with banks, right? Why did we put money in the bank? Because it was going to make us a bit more if we put it into savings. Now, unfortunately, savings accounts are almost negligible at this point. In fact, when you compare it with inflation, they are negligible in most countries. So if you're holding crypto and you're not making it work for you, you need to have a look at what you're doing, because these are just staking rewards based without compound. If you add in compound, then all of a sudden the percentages skyrocket. I mean, PancakeSwap, I talked about that recently. PancakeSwap's an absolute beast. I do think PancakeSwap will do very, very well. But if you compound your gains on PancakeSwap, it goes from 90% to 155%. Everything should be compounded. Warren Buffett said the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. That's how we make money in this market. That's what I talk about on Copying My Crypto when I sell out of a coin, because I think something else is going to make quicker gains. So I sell out with the profit and I put that into something else, and then I pull it out and it's compounded. That's what you've got to do with your money. You've got to compound it as much as humanly possible. Akash is very, very good. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. I've read into Akash. It's very, very good. 68.32% when you compound. If you don't compound, Akash drops to 52%. It's a huge swing, 16% across a year. It's massive. It's massive. So when you're looking at what you're holding, if it isn't doing anything to make you more, then you've got to have a look at it. Now, we should all have a bag of Tether or USDC or a stable coin in case there's a dip like there was over the weekend where you can buy and strengthen positions across the board, right? But if you don't have, but beyond that, what you're holding, if you're holding it because you're going, this is going to run, then you need to be making sure it's doing something for you. I'm not saying all of it, by the way. Say you're holding, I don't know, let's have a look. What's the thing? Phantom, right? Say you're holding 10,000 Phantom, right? That's worth $4,000. Okay? Staking half of it is sensible. The reason being is half of it's now making you money. It also means you've got half that you can get hold of in case you want to make a trade. And it means you've got half to hold in case you want to sell. But you've got to look at how you balance this. It's vital. Absolutely vital. And fundamentally, you've got to have chunks of everything that you own making you more money. But you have to bear two things in mind, right? Can I get hold of it quickly? So could you cancel your stake? Now, a lot of staking has a certain time frame before it's released. A lot is around 7 days, 10 days. So if you're if you're about to stake something, check how long it's going to take for you to withdraw it. Because if all of a sudden the market crashes, or you need to get hold of that quickly, because that's a chunk of your money, and that shouldn't be how you invest, by the way. If you're investing, it should be money that you can afford to lose. But you've got to have a look and see, how much can I get hold of, or how long is it going to take for me to get a hold of it? So number one, how long will it take to release from staking? And then number two, how much are you going to stake? Because you should only stake, I would say, 50% of whatever you hold. And I'd say that's the max, right? But at least 50% of what you own is making you more money. Because we never know when there's so many external influences on any of these markets. You don't know how they're going to cause a crash. So you've got to think logically about this. Pandemic, money printing, so many external influences, right? All of a sudden, if it crashes, if you can't get hold of your money for 10 days and the crash has happened within 10 days, your bag is 90% down. So half of it stake, but half of it have able to grab. And this is just my advice, or my perspective, not financial advice, my perspective based on what I've been doing for the last many, many years. Okay? But everything should be making you more, or as much as possible. You've always got to have access to your funds, or to a percentage of your funds. Me personally, I'm quite happy staking like a quarter of everything I own, because then at least a quarter of it is making me more money. But beyond that, I don't really want to stake more. But it depends on your threshold for risk as well. But yeah, staking is such an important way to passively build your funds. That's all I want to talk about today. On top of the fact that the market's just going well at the moment, and it might retrace. I still think there's probably a retracement on the way to some degree. But if I'm wrong, I'm over the moon. But right now, it doesn't really matter. The market's in green. Let's enjoy it. Because, there's at least 3 major retracements every bull run. So we're going to have another one at least. So, enjoy it while you can. And if you're happy with your holdings, great. If you're not, think about how you invest, because your portfolio should be balanced. You shouldn't have everything in one coin, because if that coin goes tits up, you're screwed. But everything in one coin, it manages the risk, and then it allows you to play a higher risk game with reduced funds. That's why I don't copy my crypto. Check out Copy My Crypto. It's a great opportunity for you to see a balanced portfolio and also get insight into some high risk coins that should move very quickly and very well. And all of them have. So it's worth checking out, guys. And the link's in the description. So yeah, check it out. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.